Are you fucking kidding me? Is this some sort of fucking joke? That's all I'm gonna say. But let's not get into that part first off. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. This video, if you haven't read the title, it's the Game Awards impression. Today, the Game Awards literally just finished. And the Game Awards is considered a major event of the year. I personally don't like it. I'll get into that in a minute. But it's basically a time where we celebrate the games of the year and shit like that, like all that shit. I only watch it because I only watched it today because one, Lynn from Persona, I forgot her last name, but she sings a lot of songs from Persona 5, and I love Persona 5 soundtrack, and plus Persona 5 Strikers just got a announcement for a release, so now we got to hear a last surprise performance from her. So I heavily recommend watching it if you haven't seen it already. I loved it. And also the new Smash character was announced, and that is really the only positives that happened today. Sephiroth from Final Fantasy VII was announced for Smash. That's the only thing that hype induced me today. Everything else was mediocre and disappointing. That is what I can sum up the Game Awards as. It was mediocre and just overall disappointing. There was nothing good about it other than the two things I mentioned. All the announcements this year, all of them sucked ass. They were I swear to you, I saw guns way more times than usual. And, I'm not against shooting games. I'm not. I just feel like, Jesus Christ, can we make something other than shooting games for once in our lives? All of the games were very samey and all of that, and nothing really interested me. There were a couple titles that were like, oh, this looks interesting, but like nothing that really captured my eye and made me think, oh shit, other than the Sephiroth announcement. The Sephiroth thing, though, that threw me off. I was legitimately confused and excited all at the same time. One, in the trailer, you saw Sephiroth slice through Galeem. First off, that makes Sephiroth really powerful, right? That makes him more powerful than Kirby. But like, at first I thought, holy shit, did Virgil and Dante both make it in? And then the camera cuts up to Sephiroth, and I'm like, oh shit, more Final Fantasy representation. Where the fuck was this? So I'm really excited for Sephiroth, mainly because I do have a bit of a nostalgic bias towards Final Fantasy VII. I love Final Fantasy VII. It's one of my favorite RPGs. And that's also why I'm mainly disappointed that Final Fantasy VII Remake did not get a lot of awards this year. I don't remember how many it got, but it didn't get enough for me. But this awards was so fucking bullshit. I only watched the awards because I was just like, you know what? I'm curious to see what kind of bullshit they'll pull out. And they pulled out a lot of bullshit this year, specifically with a certain title that has been very controversial this year. The Last of Us Part 2. I have not expressed my vocal opinions about it on the channel, but I have on Twitter if you followed me on twitter.com. And if you actually follow me on twitter.com, you already if you follow me on Twitter, you already know what I say about Last of Us. You already know all about what I thought of all the award recipients, because I either screamed it's bullshit or oh nice, because I was kind of being a live updater. I don't understand why people are considering Last of Us 2 to be so much better than what it is. It is honestly one of the worst games I played this year. I hate it. I hate everything about it. Like, people are saying like it's the best story of this year, it's the best story of all time and all that. Like, no, it's not. There is no way you can defend that game, right? But people do it anyway. So I don't understand how it won Game of the Year and won Best Art Direction, Best Soundtrack, Best everything. I wasn't even aware The Last of Us 2 had a soundtrack. I don't understand it. I don't understand what goes through people's minds right now. And this is the main reason I don't like the Game Awards, because it is so fucking biased. Like, I swear to God, the Last of Us 2 should not have won anything, to be honest with you. Like, all of the fucking people who voted were all, like, people who just had such a nostalgia. And with all the Naughty Dog shit going on, too, Last of Us 2 should definitely not even been fucking nominated. But it got nominated. It got nominated. It won almost every fucking award. I mean, there were some of the other nominations I haven't played yet, like Ghost of Tsushima and Hades and Final Fantasy VII. Well, Final Fantasy VII Remake, I've been meaning to play, and I'm actually going to play that right after this. But, like, all those titles, they deserved the awards 20 times more than Last of Us Part 2 did. Especially Ghost of Tsushima. And I haven't even played that game. And I know that game is 20 times better. And Hades too. Hades and Final Fantasy VII Remake, all of the titles that were nominated other than Last of Us Part 2, all of them deserve that. You know, the Game Award, this was just honestly like the most disappointing Game Awards ever. Like, there's no way that this is real. This doesn't make sense to me. I don't understand why this was so hyped up. I mean, yeah, there were some other stuff that I really liked. I guess the Meat Boy sequel was announced. I was excited about that. The new Henry Stickmin map for Among Us. And I'm really happy for the developers of Among Us, by the way. They really deserve the awards they got. You know, I mean, yeah, technically Among Us didn't come out this year. It came out, like, what, 2 years ago? So it really shouldn't have been nominated this year, but it was anyway. So that's another thing that kind of pissed me off, by the way, is the fact that the Among Us, a game that came out, like, 2 years ago, is getting awards for the Game Awards of 2020. Meaning that I guess it doesn't matter if you get released in the year. It just matters if you were trending this year, which is honestly stupid. And like, there was just also some unfair competition this year. That I will be honest here. Like, I saw, like, there was an award that Jedi Fallen Order could have won, but it didn't because Last of Us Part 2 was on the list. Like, it was just unfair, to be honest with you, because it was either like no one played it this year because they just forgot about it because it came out like late last year, and then like there were just some games like Animal Crossing. I feel bad for Animal Crossing fans right now. I don't think Animal Crossing won any awards, did it? And I don't even like it. I'm gonna be honest here. I hate Animal Crossing. I don't like it, and it didn't even. I don't think it won any awards this year, did it? Unless it won Best Family Game. But like, goddamn, Animal Crossing though, and Doom Eternal fans. Oh man, I like Doom. I haven't played Eternal yet, but man, I feel bad for Doom Eternal fans. Like, I just feel bad for literally every fandom other than Last of Us Part 2. Like, look, I love Last of Us Part 1, like the original one. I love it to death, but I can't like Last of Us Part 2. I just can't. But I'm trying not to make this all Last of Us Part 2 bullshit. I mean, if I'll do a Let's Play of Last of Us Part 2 eventually after I do Last of Us Part 1. But like, you know, the Game Awards, and in terms of the reveals this year, I don't really remember many of them. I remember the Sephiroth reveal, the Meat Boy reveal I mentioned earlier. The Ghosts and Goblins remake, I guess, was pretty interesting. I look forward to that. I mean, gave me PTSD, but what can you do? Other than that, I got nothing else. It's like I mean, there were some like interesting games that I was like, when I watched the trailer, it looked interesting, but I forgot their fucking names, to be honest with you. Yeah. So yeah, the Game Awards, no, wasn't really fun. It was really just it was just bullshit. I honestly don't understand why we watch this shit anymore, to be honest with you. Like, this has been like I liked watching the first few, and then now that, like, I guess ever since, what year was Joker revealed in Smash? It was 2018's, right? When Smash Ultimate came out. Ever since the 2018 Game Awards, I've just felt like every Game Awards has just kind of gone to shit. Last year was very bad because, like, which game was it that had like the most heavy? It was like a game. Which game was it last year that like everyone fucking hated, but it kept winning awards anyway. Was it Death Stranding? Was that the one that kept winning awards last year, even though it clearly didn't deserve them? I don't remember. And then like this year, it's Last of Us Part 2. So honestly, I don't know why. I originally wasn't even gonna fucking watch the awards. I only watched it now because I was like, you know what, fuck it. I got nothing else to do for the next few hours. Might as well just watch it. And then universal disappointment. My evening is ruined. I am pretty sure I yelled the hell out of my house because of just how much frustration Last of Us Part 2 gave me. Other than that, I don't think the Game Awards are that good. You know, I think this was honestly the most disappointing Game Awards ever. Like, and I don't think that you can go lower than what it did this year. I don't think you can. But who cares? I mean, I am excited for Final Fantasy. I am excited for Sephiroth, but that's it. I mean, I think the entire time during the Game Awards too, I was also like going crazy about the pre-order page for Persona 5 Strikers popping up. I was really excited for that, so yeah. So I really do look forward to Persona 5 Strikers, but other than that, the Game Awards was just very meh. I mean, I don't even remember any of the other awards like that weren't gaming related. That was like the best content creator award and all that shit. I don't remember all that. I wasn't paying attention to that stuff. Yeah. And I mean, Reggie, I don't even remember what Reggie said. What did Reggie even do? He appeared, right? What did he do? I don't remember. Yeah, doesn't matter. And then like Keanu Reeves, I'm probably gonna get a lot of shit for this, but I don't really like Keanu Reeves that much. I mean, I like his acting. He's a really good actor, and like he's a nice person. But I'm honestly tired of him because I'm getting sick of seeing him everywhere because people treat him like Jesus. Like Keanu Reeves is cool and I like him, but like not that fucking awesome, is he? Oh, whatever. I did hear that Cyberpunk's actually suffering from some problems right now, apparently. Like, I'm not gonna play Cyberpunk because I'm not interested in it yet. I might get it when a price drop is inevitable, but like apparently like Cyberpunk like got stuck at like 54% or something last night and like nobody could play it, and like now people are playing it have been playing it all day, but that doesn't matter. Yeah. Other than that though, I got nothing else to say about the Game Awards. It was very miss. There was little to no hits. If there was a hit, it was just because of Smash. And like I honestly could have just logged off. I could have just stopped watching after the Sephiroth reveal and I wouldn't have missed anything. I could have predicted most of everything. Yeah. I cannot believe I wasted like 13 minutes of my life to make this video, but it was worth it. I mean, it's better than the 2 or 3 hours I wasted watching that. I mean, whatever. So yeah. Unfortunately, yeah. Again, disappointment. So yeah. That's all I got. So see you guys next time for whatever you guys decide to watch on this channel next. I don't know if I'm putting an end screen on this. I doubt it, honestly. So see you guys next time and take care.